Hello, everybody. How about that? All right, everybody. I'm William Hall. Operate William Hall Auto Interiors. You got the door locked with. Okay. We stop and do these little jobs. This one right here is a little different. Customer came in. We sat down. He told me what he wanted. He's got a dog. This is the cover right here. He thinks that's pretty nice. It's kind of plain, but he likes it. That's got that fake ostrich looking stuff on there. It's vinyl. It needs to be vinyl. It's even got the fake ostrich stuff over the armrest. So whoever made this right here was trying to do something, make it look a little nicer than plain. Because you see it's got the bolsters right here, the bolster right here, the bolster right here. This is what I kind of drawed. I just drawed that for him. We was outside. He was on his tailgate. He was going to leave he wanted me to make it. He wanted me to make it. So I did all these measurements right here. And he wasn't going to leave the seat. He wanted to keep the seat and ride on it. And then after we got to talking, he said, well, if you really need the seat, I'll leave it. So we do need the seat. And this is part of that design. I was out there and I cut that right there as a pattern to get his seat level. It's just a piece of construction paper. I don't know why I bought that color, but anyway, I did. So what I done was I took that's about 5 inches right here, and I just cut them with my bandsaw and glued them all together, and they go just like this. Whenever you glue them all together, so they're all, I went ahead and just done it and then decided to make the video. So he wanted a cover that he can take on and off. So whenever he's got some of his people over there, he wants them to be able to ride on this and see how nice his plain Jane golf cart seat is. So anyway, he probably, once we fix this, he's probably going to leave it on, and he's probably not going to take it off. But he wanted it to where he could take it on and off easily. And that's one of the things that we've been working on this morning, was to figure out exactly what we were going to do. Like, we was going. So this is some options that you might have. All right. We was going to Velcro it, and I still might put some Velcro on it. We was going to put D-rings on it, like this. You put D-rings together, like this right here, and you run your strap through there, like this. If you make it on, just say you put the D-rings on one side and you run them through, and then you run it back through like this right here, you can tighten it like that, and your D-ring will hold it. We run through that option, and then Wesley suggested that we put these, it's just a clip type thing. It might be easier for him, and that's what we're looking for, is something easier for him. And that way he can just unsnap it like that, and it will unsnap and then snap it back together. Because once you got it fit, to take it off, all you got to do is unsnap it and snap it back. It's going to be the easiest. And that was the option right there that we're probably going to go with. Probably going to use some of this Velcro in a couple of places. maybe this can work on all types of applications that you want to do. I mean, if you're making some, people come out here with those Carhartt seat covers and want us to put them on all the time. So this is, it's just an option, and we're going to be, it's going to be kind of trial and error as we go. You always need a plan when you go to fixing somebody's stuff like this right here. You don't need to go at it blind. You need to sit down and think about it and figure out what you're going to do. That's a fact. You need to do that. So we're going to take this right here, this, and this. This needs to be stable where we're going to be at. I do have to trim it just a little bit because that right there's a sharp edge, and it needs to kind of roll over a little bit because the cover is going to be made to go on and off, and it needs to be kind of smooth. Just follow along. I'll try to explain it to you as we go. I'm going to explain some of the stuff that we're going to be using as we do this right here. It's not going to be that complicated, and it's just a protective cover also. This stuff right here, this is it's not an expanded vinyl, but it is pretty tough. It's got a thick fleece on the back of it. Got a little bit of foam stuck to it. It's normal, but it's kind of tough. It's made for outside. It's like tire cover material, what you would put on a tire, and it stays outside all the time. So he's not paying that much for it, but I do want it to last him. And his dog, maybe his dog's toes ain't gonna scratch it up too bad. He picked it out, so if it don't last, we'll make him another one. Is that right, Wesley?
No, our lighting ain't working right.
Is that right?
Yeah, it gets bright and then it gets dim. I don't know if it's showing up on them, but from here, it'll get light and then get dark.
I don't know.
It don't do it all the time. It's just every now and then it'll go real bright.
Okay. All right, so that's the back part of the seat. I'm just going to smooth this down just a little bit, like right across here, because it's just a cliff right there. Don't want to make the mistake and cut the seat cover up on there. Is that thing dull? Hand me that right there, Wesley. This. I seen somebody sharpen one of these like this one time. You remember that, Wesley?
Mm-hmm. Another YouTube video.
Yeah. I don't think that shit works. But anyway, we're gonna attempt to just smooth this out just a little bit. And we're going to do it on the back side too. I'm just going to let it down right here and see if I can't do it. This really looks kind of horrible right there, don't it? I might can smooth it out with the grinder or something. But I don't think I'm gonna put the grinder on this. I'm just gonna put it on like this. I might put the grinder on for just a second. I don't know. Okay. I will move this right here out of the way for right this second. Take my grinder, kind of smooth that out. I am going to take and put a new piece on here, even though that right there still looks good. See the difference? Even though that still looks good. I mean, you can use it around the shop for different things, but if you ever hit something hard with it, like a piece of metal or a staple or something like that, it's not going to work real good. The lighting messing up, Weston.
It seems to stop.
That needs to be on fairly straight. Alright, I'm gonna knock the edge, just smooth it to where the cover will look a little better. Come on, man. Don't want to act right. Sometimes things fight you all the way. Maybe I need to go down there and get the cheese grater.
You want to wait, put on it?
Oh, that ain't gonna work. Maybe I need to go slower. Alright, I just wanted a little angle on it. Hell, the dog don't know no difference, does he, Wes?
No. He just wants to ride.
Yeah. we're gonna fix this kind of like out of some scrap stuff. It's just some short pieces that we got. I'm gonna take this, stick it up here, like that. Mark that how I want it to go, like that. Come across here. Let me get a little piece of paper out. Alright, that's about 5.5, 5.5, so we're going 5.5 apart. We're just gonna line up these pieces right here because we know that right there was cut. We'll just line them pieces up, keep them square like this. Yeah, 5.5, that'll work. And the piece of material, I might make it a little longer where I can trim it down. That is 43 wide. So this piece right here is what we're gonna put on top of it. I got a piece of, this is called trunk liner right over here. I'm gonna take this trunk liner and take this right here down. Might not be a bad idea to take your square and see if this right here is square. And you can look at that right there and tell it's not. So we'll square it up. I did sharpen my scissors before we started, so you got a good pair this time. Good and sharp. 29. Span. Right, I may put a piece of that on the bottom, so I'm going to just stick it right there. Fold it, get your center mark on it. Right here. So put your little V in there. Come right here. Put you another V in it. Now you got the center mark. We're going to come right here. Put your line across here. Can you see that, Wesley? Okay. That's the center. so we know where we're at with this. We're not just blind back here trying to do something. All right. Half of 5 is 2 1/2, so we need 5 1/4. 5 1/2, so we're gonna do 2 3/4 right there. All right, so here's our lines. This is our lineup marks right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these pieces, here, and I'm gonna glue them to this. All right, you see how that's humped up like that? That's our curve, so that's gonna be to go down into that recess over there. You need to keep it as even as you can. Know about where you're at when you're doing this. All right, so there's my 4 mark. There's my 5 1/2. All right. Now, what I really need is another piece on the bottom of this right here, so it actually looks like it's something. So I'm just gonna roll this out, cut some more off. This right here also help hold all that foam together once I look like the damn drunk man dancing up in here always over these hoses. All right, here we go. I'm gonna take these pieces right here. Lay them out. Whenever I come in here and start gluing on this, I'll take a piece of that plastic and lay it here just so it don't get all over my new piece that I just put up here. Try to save it as long as I can. Alright. Now this is wide. It's too wide. I'm gonna trim it down. I got a guy cleaning up right now. He'll probably come out here and stand by my fan. Yeah. That glue is kind of strong, y'all. That takes a minute for that to dry. Not this, I mean, it can dry, but it don't need to be too wet when you stick it. Alright, that's the way it works, just like that. So, see, we got our humps go up and right in the middle. So that's 5.5 inches apart in the middle. Alright, that's the way it's gonna work. I'll come right in here, I'll trim that off. Ooh, that's slick. When I put that trunk liner on there, we're gonna have who that is at the door. Alright, so we're gonna cut that off right here. here. Alright, what you do is you just cut it right up to the edge, leave yourself about a 1/2 inch. Just like that. 1/2 inch on this side. We're gonna come right down here. This part right here. Right in here. I'm gonna come right in here and I'm gonna sew a strap on it. We're gonna use them little plug-ins. Just like that. To keep up with it, you might want to write front on there. Cut that off level with the other piece that I put on there first. Because both sides look a lot alike. Okay, so that's the front. What I'm going to do is pull these armrests right here off. These are 10, even though a 10 don't fit them too good. A little loose. But a 3/8 or a 7/16 did not fit either. So we tried the sockets. That's good, and we already got them there. Somebody wanted to keep up with who done this seat, I guess. They stapled their initials in there with a staple gun. Alright, so we're at this point right here. Where's that material with? Right there. Alright. So what we'll do is glue our piece right here on there. Try to fit this to where we know it's gonna have enough up under here that I can sew those straps on. We found this in this kind of like what we call a scrap section. It
Small pieces.
yeah, short pieces. There you go. A lady taught me that. We don't have scraps. We got short pieces. when you're hooking a strap to something, you want it to be kind of firm, strong. So like this, we'll take and fold that over. Nineteen and a half. I'm gonna make this a little long because we might put some Velcro or something on there. 19 and a half. Alright, so nineteen and a half by 12. This is the sides. So we're gonna put it right here, just like this. And if you wonder how to do that right there, you can feel it from the top side, or either you can go up under it like that's right here. And kind of trace it. It don't take a real tough mark. You can see it. You can see right where I touched it with that Sharpie. It does pretty good at leaving an imprint. Or any other time, you can use chalk or anything like that. You can use several things. Okay. Both sides are just alike, so I'm gonna come right here. Whenever you're tracing a pattern, you always make sure you get the opposite. So you see I'm putting that fleece to fleece. You don't want to set it up there wrong, you cut out the same piece. That won't work good. Alright, so now I'm going to take this piece and stick it up here. Make sure we got the right one. That's the side right here. You might want to note that that's the front, because they kind of favor both, all corners and stuff kind of favor a little bit, so you want to know where you're going with it. Alright, so we got the sides. I just got to I got to come right here with this side, flip this over like this, and mark like this. See my marker right there with? Come right in here, mark this. Where you mark it at is where the I might just cut that off right there with like that. It's a slip cover. It's something that we're just trying to make to where he can take on and off real easily. So I'm gonna come right here. I'm just gonna mark it up like this. Make it smooth going around the edge like that. Make it a little bit bigger than what it needs to be. Come right in here. Cause see, he's gonna pull this thing down. He wants it to where he can take it off and on easily. I did leave this section long right here because when it comes through that armrest right here, I want to make sure that I got a way to anchor it. Whether I put a couple of snaps on there or what. Probably gonna be some Velcro. I'll probably just staple some Velcro on here to where I can pull it to it and just Velcro it. The other side is different. Go figure that. It's for the passenger. The passenger's a dog, ain't it, Wesley?
Mm-hmm.
But he said that he does have guests over, so if he's got guests over, you know, he they might need that armrest. Come right here, you line it up, get your little 1/2 inch marks. I look kind of fat online the other day, Wesley, so I get to use that. Oh, we'll come right in here. I'm gonna cut that off. Come right here and make that long. The reason I'm making that long is I'm gonna use that right there. I'm gonna use that as an anchor to hold the side down. Alright, we'll come right here, smooth it up a little bit, and just lay it down, make it look a little smoother than what I was drawing it just now. Okay. Alright, there's our pieces. So we'll take and sew this right here together. You always need to know where you're at. So we're gonna put a mark on there so we'll know where we're at whenever we're sewing this together. When I glued that down with, I should have smoothed it out a little bit like this. You want to make sure you get all the wrinkles out of it. When I glued that upside down, I didn't know one way or another. Alright, so I turn it over. Didn't I mark a front on there, Weston? I think that's the front. Right here. Alright. Alright, so that's the front. You can take a pin and go up under it and mark it. Yeah. Just make sure that you get it like this right here to where it's tight. Whenever you put it on, it's tight. Okay. Come on this side. That's real close. One thing about this material right here is it don't have a whole lot of stretch to it. Alright. Alright, so that's the front. An inch over. Side. That's this side. You see my marker, Weston?
This is right down there on the other end of the table.
Over there. I can't keep up with a marker. I'm gonna put me one mark right here. One mark right here. We're gonna sew this up. Didn't he Didn't he say that he wanted waterproof, kind of?
Yeah.
Alright. All that is made to, I'm gonna put a snap or something like that in it, or some Velcro. Ain't that right, Wes?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Reach over there and hand me a piece of the male part of the Velcro.
You followers are talking about how the dog must be happy when he has this.
Yeah, the dog must
be a special dog.
He must be special. Cause that guy was like, I think he's gonna turn to the dogs, ain't he, Wesley?
Man's best friend.
Yeah. Man's best friend. All I did was just take this male Velcro right here, and I'm just attaching it for whenever we pull it. It just gives it a little snug right there where he can pull it, and a way to anchor it where he can take it on and off easy, because they made that pretty clear that he wanted to be able to take it on and off pretty easy. I know y'all can't see what I'm doing, but all I'm doing is just going around the edge of this Velcro. If he was paying a whole bunch of money for it, I might would have glued it and everything. Hemmed the edges and all that kind of stuff. So that's the way it is. I just put it on there, sewed it down through the center and the sides and across the edge. Probably should have did that to start with before I ever sewed this on, like this. But I will sew this one on. I'll sew it together first. Some of this Velcro is pretty hard to pull off. Ain't it, Wes?
Yep.
We're gonna take that right here and just put it on the sideways. Okay. I can look at this side right here and tell pretty much where I need to start on the other side. Pretty much. If these pieces was just alike, but they're not. So I might need to stick it back over there and get me another mark. Because if it's not just right, it can kind of tweak it, and we don't want that. That lined up just right. So, okay, we're gonna go right here. I'll work around. I think I'm gonna trim that just a little bit there, Wes. All right, you line that up, you give yourself at least enough on each side as what it is. You stick this up here, you line it up exactly where it's gonna go. Take your marker. Mark it right here. Mark it right here. That's your line up mark. Alright, that's my mark. Sometimes people can cut a little V in it, or just a little notch. I'm telling you, y'all. Velcro. I heard the guy that had dog fennels on his pants come up with Velcro. Sure was a good idea, wasn't it?
You made millions. Which comment did you want me to tell William?
All right, we're gonna come back, and I'm just gonna put a top stitch on it, like this. Top stitch just lays it down, and it makes it a little. It makes that seam a little bit stronger. And it looks a little bit better. Damn, I'm telling you, man, that Velcro right there. Maybe we should have just covered the whole thing on the bottom with a trunk liner, because it sure does hold. We're gonna start making some good videos before long, y'all. I know these right here are kind of long and drawn out, but at least you know what you're getting into if you're starting to do this type work. Because this is actual time on what it takes to do it. The customer picked this out. I I don't try to, I mean, whenever they find something that they really want, I just let them go with it. It's, I've had customers come in here and say, man, I don't care what color it is. You do whatever you want. We have done some like red, white, and blue and all kind of stuff. All right, Wes. Hand me that strapping over there, and we'll put some straps on here, and maybe some of those clips. What, we got 5 of them?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're just gonna cut 5 of these straps right here, and take these little clips. I'm gonna separate them out. I don't have to sew it like I'm gonna pull a car. It just needs a little bit on there, you know. Believe me, it won't come off. Reach over there and get my little torch, Wesley, before we can go in and singe these ends down. You can just take your torch lighter right there, a little torch lighter, and singe that right there down where it won't unravel after you do them. Just like that. We're almost there, y'all. It won't take long. Some things just are
Yes, I am a little shy. I don't talk a whole lot.
yeah. Hey, Wes is good help though. He's always on time. Most time beats me here. And I'm right next door. Alright, always take and singe them right there. You don't want them coming off. About like running out of gas, man, side of the road. I ain't lying.
believe it's out.
No, it ain't neither. It ain't out.
No, I don't know how to sew at this point. That's something I'm gonna have to learn.
But you're gonna have to learn. Alright. Anyway, when my ladder rests, we'll do it. Alright. So when you put these on, these straps, you want to start in the middle. Come right here, find your middle point. Alright. We got how many of them? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 1, 2, 3. So we'll come right here, halfway right here. We'll come right here halfway. So we'll go close to the corner. Right here. We'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're all evened out. It might not be a bad idea to hem that edge right there, Wesley. I think I spoke of that earlier. Make it a little longer. Hem that edge. When Wesley starts watching these videos, he gonna start sewing. My foot's loose. It just takes practice. Everything you do. One thing's for sure, I can't thread a needle like I used to. More of these in this.
There's one more right back there.
Yeah.
By the ladder. Should have 5.
I thought I had 5. I thought I counted 5.
One didn't fall on the floor when moving around.
I'm finna look. There it is.
Covered up. Always in front of you.
It's always in front of you. When you're looking for something, whether it be in the kitchen or where. Where's it at?
Jane says the eyesight goes with age.
Hey, age is a number. And mine's unlit. That's what I was told anyway. Age is just a number. I guess it's according to how you feel, but the eyesight, you're right. The eyesight, when I turned 50 years old, I woke up, couldn't see. It like happened overnight.
Jane says she's laughing at you.
I was gonna get that LASIK surgery done. I come home and I find if that ain't my wife, the house is gonna be bad. Wait, did it run out on the bobbin? Did it run out on the top bobbin? I put a top stitch on this. So y'all see the eyesight? The eyesight's gone already. Better hit that same hole. That damn carpet fell. It's awesome. I ain't lying. Hey, who needs the
Straps when you got that Velcro.
yeah. Man. Hey y'all, that's my new tip. Use trunk liner for the female part of the Velcro. Hey, it works good, don't it? We got to come over here to the back side. I got to know how far I got to know how long the straps need to be. You know? It wants to fight. We got these pieces here. I'm gonna say that long.
Do we need to put the cover on and measure?
Well, I know the cover. The thing ain't no wider than that.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have some left over, I'm sure. So there's 1, 2, 3. 4. All right, there's 5. Okay.
Yep.
That joker lit, didn't it? I'm scared to let it go. Okay. I'm going to I'm just gonna sew down through here, like all that one piece. Doggone well. I ain't even test fitted nothing.
You want to slow down this side?
No. Okay. I haven't test fitted nothing, but I think it'll work. I'm throwing them right back in the same spot that they were on the other. Just putting a little zigzag on there. This ain't nothing but a dog cover. If it was a car or something, I'd make it really nice. That guy's still out there working with us.
As far as I can tell, he told me a while ago he was taking a lunch break for 20 minutes.
I have a guy there working. His address is Route 1 Bypass Bridge. He's homeless. So when he comes by here, give him something to do. Making some money. Alright. Okay. Everybody got their fingers crossed. Just the way it goes. Just like this right here. We're gonna staple some Velcro on the bottom. Make sure that it's lined it really nice. Staple some on the bottom. We got the holes leveled out where it's kind of flat. We don't want to add too much to it. We're gonna come right here in the center. These things right here always get me on exactly how they hook up. These right here.
When the bottom and come out the top, no?
I think they go like this. I think they go like this. Like this. Right here. Nope.
You come the other way, will it?
I think it goes like this. Like that. Then, like, that's it. Have I got that right? Okay. You just tighten them up like that. We got to put the armrest on there to do that one. Right here, I'm gonna do that. Where's that Velcro at? Maybe I need to put some trunk carpet up there. I'm gonna sew this together real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. We got the staple gun right there, close by.
It's right there by the glue gun.
This right here takes a good bit of pulling. I'm gonna recommend if y'all do something like this, you put Velcro on it, you might want to take and put some glue on it too. Because when people start snatching on Velcro, it can come loose. We'll just stick it on there. There we go. Hey, that right there's got a big pool there, Wesley. I wonder if I got the jugger on right. Is it on backwards?
Didn't you mark it front?
Let's see. That's this front right there. She's on backwards. This is how easy though you can take it off. Check this out. But the Velcro stayed the same. He ought to like that, hadn't he?
Hmm.
He'd like that better if I put that on right. That's this little notch that it goes down in right there. All right, we need to put these armrests on. That's what it's gonna look like right there. When I pull that side right there down, that'll do it. It's got big openings around the armrest, so it's going to always start these right here by hand. That little threaded nut down there, if you cross thread that, screwed. You'll be wishing you started it by hand. I get in a hurry sometimes, but I always take the time to screw these by hand.
Do you need to mark the cover somehow where he'll know the front and back when he takes it off and throws it, you know, when he's not using it and he puts it back on?
We'll mark it. Always make sure you take time with them, especially if it's a wood one. Alright, then we just grab this right here. Alright, so that's easy to get on, easy to get off. If I want to tighten it a little bit more, I can take it and just pull it like that. That tighten it up real good.
I wish the comments stayed up here longer where I could read them. They ask some stuff, and before I can get to it, it goes off the screen.
I've heard a bunch of people say that. Alright, just like that. Can tighten it up a little bit more easily, because this stuff don't stretch good. Okay, just like that. And that's the way to look. Just strapped on. just something to hold it in place so he can jump up and down on here and take it on and off when he wants to. So that's basically what it's going to look like that. It made it smooth, but it's just a take on and off, something that he's going to be taking on and off a lot. Whenever people come over, he said he don't want this on there for sure. So there you go. That's how it's done. Took a little bit longer than what I thought it was. Well, it wasted about an hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half, 1:30.
Yeah, took an hour and a half. $250. So, I mean, I could have spent more time with it, and if he would have paid more, but he wanted something cheap. So there you go. That's cheap. I would have probably might not have done it if I wasn't gonna do a video with it. And I told him I was. So thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content. We're gonna get better. Wesley's back. He was gone for about a year or so looking after his mother, and I was too, so I was out of here for a while. So thanks everybody for watching. And whenever we do have a bunch of stuff, I got a building next door that's full, and we got a bunch of stuff already in here. So, and I got this guy's door panels over here for a Volkswagen. That's going to be an interesting one right there. Got to do that video on that one too. Thanks everybody. I'll see you next time.